I'll run away, I ran away, I'll run away again, and then I'll come back home. I tried to stay, I tried to say, I'll try again, and then I'll be alone. I tried again, to make amends, and then clear the way to blink and say the words again. I'm over the walls, out the door, on my way, 'cause the wind won't wait for me.
As a cat, he's right there, trying to gnaw on my laptop screen. Hi, bud. You might hear him purr or meow throughout. Well, not really meow, but purr throughout. He also might start doing it like. Also, I cut my hair, and it's not quite. It always does this for like the first week after I cut it, where it curls kind of weird. So it hasn't settled in to the right shape yet. So I can use it. Yeah, my sister's cat is home, and she's not, so that means she's attached to me. It's just how it works. I've got my second monitor set up, so I'm gonna be looking there now instead of here. I don't know if that's gonna improve anything. I was debating setting up my face cam on my phone. We might yet do that based off how I feel about where I'm looking, because I'm worried you're gonna get a lot of this instead of this, which is what I want. I want to be looking
Tried to say, I'll try again, and then I'll be
good angle.
alone. Tried again.
We'll turn that off. And you look like you're gonna do something I don't want you to do. You look like you're plotting. Or falling asleep. It's like purring real hard right next to my computer. I don't know if it's picking up on my mic. Probably not. He's a quiet purr. Okay, I'm gonna log onto this server now, so it's gonna be a little laggy. See, that's the problem. I think I'm gonna be too much like this. But I do have a way to set it up on my phone. Today is the test stream for if my face cam needs to be on my phone or not. Because if it's on my phone, then I can control the angle, but like my phone's gonna run out of battery fast. So either I have to keep it plugged in, or just like suffer. Okay. Right. I forgot Will editing a script of his in here. And chaos happened. No. Ken's now on the other side of my new monitor. I'm so scared he's gonna like knock something over. It's fine. Let's move this slightly. I'm so not used to like not having my phone to look at my chat on. If you hear banging, my parents are like rearranging a room that's right below my bedroom right now. So, okay. Let's get to business. Oh, there's this too. There's like so many things I know I have to look at, but I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna address it all today. I shouldn't just have my phone on my lap. We're gonna put it here. So this, I've got log 2 and file 2145. These are empty books I have. Let's see. These are all, I'm pretty sure, Talon related. Log 53. Oh, date. This is a date. Log. That's almost a week ago. The 5th of March. Teddy, I don't have much time, but I heard you found one of Talon's bases. Bravo! But I don't know why Enigma is so needed. Protect him because I don't actually know what they want with him. I'm closer and closer to figuring out who runs this. Plus, I got access to this file. Perfect. Wait. What are you called? That's the wrong button. Log 2. I like that, They followed my scheme for naming them. Okay, let's read this file. File 2145. Machine is ready. Machine, not the machine. Specifically machine, that's its name. Machine is ready for test now. We only need test subjects. Test subjects Enigma Wrigley. And then this says R, which makes me feel like it's Mar. But you never know. I don't know where Pam's gone, but I do know. I was like, it smells like he farted, and it's because he's licking his bum right now. That's great. It's just like real dumb. He's got his legs like he's licking himself. He looks like an old man. Anyways, oh no, Wrigley. Yes, it's quite alarming. We already have captured subject 3 from his house. Oh, wait. So it's not Mar then. Curious. Subject 3 was thrown in the tube. Test began. Subject's heart rate dropped but still survived, but is now much more aggressive and hears different whispers around the lab. Only saying words, he is coming. Control. We had to put subject 3 in a holding cell and build a locator to find him if he would ever escape the lab. Dr. Michael Carter. Alright. What are you? File 2145. File 2145. Sign and close. Alright. They spelled Wrigley's name wrong. They spelled a lot of things wrong, but we will give them grace. I guess we're just gonna leave this here. I should clean out my inventory. Oh. I'm pretty sure Wrigley did all of this. There we go. Okay, let's clean my inventory. How are we doing? It's been a hot minute since I streamed. So sad. I really wanted to stream like the past couple days to make up for it, but it wasn't worth it. I knew I didn't have the right energy levels to actually be able to do it for a long period of time. So might as well wait and give you guys like a good energy stream today, which I'm hoping my energy stays up the whole time, because usually when I take a break from streaming for around a week like I did this time, it does mean I'm less used to streaming, so my energy levels aren't quite up to snuff. This is getting messy. This needs to be returned to Town Hall. Jarvis. Interesting. I'm not holding down my A key, guys. There we go. It's fine. Some of the trapdoors that spawn will be flipped as well. I saw yesterday the trapdoors were flipped. Yeah. Very normal pranking behaviors. Why am I looking in there? I need to finish this. So this is my plan this stream unless people come and harass me. As much as I love all my trapdoors. Are the trapdoors out here fine? No, they're not. Bah, humbug. Okay, we gotta take off the shield for this. If we're fixing this many trapdoors. Hey, my sugar cane is ready. More trapdoors. This is why people are shifting fully to shelves these days. I shan't. I like my trapdoors. I've got no trapdoors over there. I'm doing good. Is spring break for me now? That's great. Would it be spring break? No. I think, because, right, I'm not in school right now, but I think mine was in February. Like late February instead of early March. I haven't checked if anything's changed down there in a while. It's fine. Da, da. I do enjoy that they've left. Is that left alone? I can't actually remember where, if those are down or ups. I think they're down. Oh, that one's fine. He wants left out. I'm gonna do that because I'd rather him scream at my door than scratch at my door from the inside during stream. Okay, so I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm letting you out. I'm back. Yeah, I don't like how short my hair has gone, which is hilarious because once again, I did not cut this. It just bounces up to meet my bangs every time. The way my hair curls is so unpredictable. Okay. The next thing about having my dual monitor is I can see what you guys are seeing and my game, which obviously that's the point of a dual monitor. I like it. It's beneficial. Okay, oh, I realized I forgot to make announcements. Okay. I did hear there's things that have happened. Interesting. Someone could probably climb that. That's not my problem right now. It's kind of ugly, though. Hello, Joker. Good morning. It's mid-afternoon for me, but good morning to you. What am I doing? I'm going to Why? My door! Okay, my door's fine. I thought they busted through my actual door to do this. Why? Why? 11:11? It's 2:11 for me. Or 2:12 now. Yeah, this is a shop. This is normal. Why? Who's done this and why? And it's everywhere. Is it everywhere? Either people were just up to strange things and it just happened, or someone decided this was the greatest prank ever. It's kind of lame in my opinion. Anyway, it's not my problem. Flipping all the stuff is annoying. Can I get in? I can't even get in, so I do have to break this one. Okay. Let's close all the windows. Apparently that's my job this stream, is closing all the windows. I'm not cleaning up that prank, though. That's not my problem. Does Mark have any mail? No. Do I have any mail? No. That's fine. They wouldn't have done... Did they do upstairs? No, they didn't. Because you can't actually access the upstairs very well. Have I missed anything? Do you know where the octopus thingy Wrigley's talking about? I've been wanting to see it. I did see it out of the corner of my eye when I came in here. Okay, so I need to actually organize this better, because now I've got logs and files. I'm gonna break this now. Okay. So, testimony. Okay, this is log 1 and log 2. Oh, wait, no. This is log 1 and log 2. And then this is Talon note. It's probably a file. Right? This is what I just read. This is that. What is that? I don't know. So log This can go here, and then I guess we'll put files next to it. This is a... Yeah, this is a file. No, not there. There. What are you? Oh, it's the money prenup. We don't need to worry about that. And then this is a testimony. Do you think the logs count as testimonies? I feel like I'm gonna be getting so many logs, though. So I'm gonna put that there. What are... Oh, those are people's contracts. So I feel like the contracts actually should go here. Oh, and I need to write up, the Wunter prenup. They wanted me to do that. And you are... Yeah, you're Wrigley testimony. We're so organized, guys! Log, file, testimony, legal stuff. And then that'll be something. Alright. That's great. Is there anything up here I need to worry about? Yeah, you did open the windows over here. Spied. All is well. I need to sip some water. I love organizing. Me too. I don't tend to want to do it on stream, that's a bit boring. Let's just triple confirm that they didn't do the upper windows, because that'll be annoying, because it's inaccessible. Yep, they didn't. Alright, so this is what Wrigley was talking about in the Discord. There's giant typical thing. That's great. I love chests of leftover building blocks of stuff that people leave. I don't know why I'm deciding to scale this. Oh, there are many mobs inside. Wrigley did not lie about that. Oh, looks like you can't get further than this. There's weird sounds around my house right now. My parents have been on a cleaning buzz, so... Ah, right, we were gonna return the stone cutter over here. Then I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, I do. I have projects I can do. The thing is, now I've seen all this stuff and I want to do cleanup work. But that's not a stream activity. We had our first meeting the other day. Of the Raxical Court. So these are the meeting minutes. I'm not gonna read through it for you guys. You guys can go through my VOD later or something. Or log on to the server yourselves if you have access. And read it. It's a public file. So many trapdoors. Is it just here though? I think it is. Also, whoever set up a mace trade and then like has never received their sugarcane is strange. Remove it from the hot tub. I don't like it. Yeah, it's just there. That's crazy. I like that there's just... Oh, it's the thing. I was like, I like that there's just no snow there. No rain, no snow. Yeah. Well, let's see if there's anything on the board, actually. This server just has loads of mysteries, doesn't it? Bread shop is open now. That's nice. First meeting of the court. Come browse inventory. Slimy shop. Yep. Nothing new. Nothing I haven't seen yet. Just like the horrors are here. You know how that works. Let's go home and to bed. I don't know if I should be curious if somebody actually on the server has been kidnapped, or if we're just pretending that's the case. Maybe Bob. The mythical Bob that doesn't actually exist. Okay. Actually, I think I did all the fur I wanted to do, did I? And then I was gonna do stripped pale oak. I should probably do the windows on the other side first. Honestly. Yeah, I should do that first. Not like a smidgen of a headache. I don't know why. Doesn't really make sense. How many times is Teddy gonna open and close that chest to grab things? How many of each thing do I need? I need 4, 8, 6, 8. Okay. And then 10. Which I swear makes so much sense. That's not gonna make 10 of those. It almost does, though, actually. I wasn't counting the ones I already had. There. We should have everything we need. Let's see where we're supposed to be. Oh, Sunny. So Wrigley might have made the tentacles. Yeah, I gathered that from, the Discord chats. Mostly because Wrigley felt the need to make sure it wasn't a Murcraft reference. Which I knew it wasn't actually a Murcraft reference. It's accurate. Will and I are, like, haunted by a giant mythical octopus in Murcraft. So, it works, you know? It's followed us. It's followed us and is reminding me that I need to go and fix my mods so we can actually record the next thing of it. You know? We're all just talking to each other. Hi, Will? Oh, Will is here. Hello, Will. I've got new Tarlaw information. Well, not Tarlaw, Talon information. And then yeah, there's the deep sea creature that is haunting us, apparently. That's something we're gonna have to deal with. Okay, and then the first one faces out like this. I think I'll get this done today, actually. Today we're gonna have to deal with the fact that, like, the wall needs to meet the roof, though. Everyone's just saying hi in my chat. And that's gonna be fun. I don't want to deal with that. Mine. Hahaha. I don't want to deal with it meeting these slabs, but I'm going to have to somehow. I guess I could poke the wall in from the fur. There we go. That took way too long. But yeah, I think I could totally just poke it in from the fur. And then it can connect like that. And then we have even more texturing going on. I was about to give you guys Bloodbound spoilers to relate to that, but I'm not going to. I get it. I held my tongue. Like a good bean. So good. The best, in fact. I am the best kind of bean. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, we're gonna just need to do this on this side. Your internet's hitting you, oh no! My internet's been kind of weird too. I don't know why. I thought it was because of the storms recently, but somehow not so. Okay, do we like that? I don't know if we do. I feel like we're gonna want slabs like everywhere else to bring it in. Do I? Do I really? Do I really? I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I should actually mine these. So I need a bunch of pale oak. Remember when my lawn was clean, briefly? That was a nice time. It will be again at some point. But yeah, I want to get a lot of further work on this base, because based on how everybody else is going, we're gonna have, like, so much lore stuff happening in the next while. And I'm gonna need to be prepared for having time to do my base in that time, you know? We'll just do 50 billion of these. We'll just do it all the way across. I was gonna do it, like, lifted up, like how these are, but I'm not gonna do that. How's everyone doing? Has anyone done anything particularly interesting since the, I got ill? I haven't really. I mostly spent my ill time drawing, and I spent most of my ill time drawing and editing. But I do have to say, you guys are getting... Huh. Don't mind me, I'm thinking hard. I realize this, something needs to happen with the windows here, but I don't know what. Something that I'm not doing right now. The window, like, touches the wall, and that's a problem. Real, I need a better base. I mean, you just logged on. You've got time to get a better base. I kind of just left it at my normal starter base for a bit longer than I probably should have. I gotta, like, tug it in. How's I don't really know how. We're gonna figure that out later. That's a later Teddy thing, and it's gonna be a later Teddy on this stream, but it's a later Teddy thing. No. How dare. Oh, no! How even more dare! The thing is, usually I give you guys, like, some minor life updates anytime I stream, but because I've been sick, there's, like, nothing other than literally Bloodbound spoilers, and I can't do that. It's not Tuesday yet. I can't go spilling the beans. That'll be awful. This is also, like, a bit of an issue, how this connects. It's just gonna have a giant pink window on the inside, essentially. I might remove this face, perhaps? Nah. Nah. Who cares? I have so much scaffolding going on right now. What's going on? I don't know what to talk about other than just this build. What future ideas do we have? That didn't pop inwards. Something has occurred to me. It's the window where we've got the inwards thing. Wait, before we make this decision. Yeah, I want it popped in. I think that's gonna look better, isn't it? Yeah, I like that depth more. So we'll fix it. I was curious how that had happened. Because I was like, it touched the thing over there. Why is it not touching it over there? And then I realized that I forgot to pop it in. Something interesting is I'm becoming interested in learning how to rig VTuber models. That's exciting. I always think that would be fun, but I found out that, most of the basic, like, rigging things requires a subscription. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. So I think I can would. Oh, right. I think I'll just put, like, blue there and there. Does that make sense to do? Maybe. Maybe. That's also not where that's supposed to go. I'm so good at being consistent right now. I swear I'm mentally present. Also, what color is this roof, even? I don't know. I do know it's nighttime and I should sleep, though. I still haven't bothered to finish the, like, borders of my nether portal. That's been, like, a #1 project for months. I'm too lazy for that. It's not my problem right now. Yeah, what color should this roof even be? It feels like it should be cobbled deep slate. That's the vibe I'm getting. And I have a lot of that. Inwards. Done with mostly slabs too. Suppose my. Is that what we call? Yeah, I don't think I like the way, like, my head's tilted in the thing. I will set up my phone for the next stream. It looks weird. It does show you guys how long my neck is now. I don't know why that's of note. I'm just tall, and you finally are seeing me stretched out. Like how, like, when a turtle stretches its neck out. Just like that. That's how I feel. Oh! I immediately misplaced. Why did that happen? That was rude. Why are we screaming? Me no understand. I mean, I know why I'm screaming. I don't know why you're screaming, but I know why I'm screaming. Rude. And then somehow we're gonna connect it over there, you know? Because it needs to connect like so. So that needs to be a. Ooh. 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 We want this to look thicker, didn't we? I've done this incorrectly regardless. See, you just gotta shift things about. Give it to me! Wait a second. No, that was correct originally. We're good. I have to stare a lot. Man. I have no luck. I have no love. No love updates for you guys. Sadness. Good. I don't know. How are you connecting? How do you look? This needs, like, right here, there's gonna be a shaping thing going on. Dost thou look good? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like that from this angle. And the other thing's from this angle. So we need to knock down this tree. I don't hate it. I feel like it can look higher, though. I feel like I can make it look a way bit better. By doing this. How we feeling? What we thought? What do we think? It's alright. I'm not loving this roof, but it's not meant to be a super fancy roof anyways. So I'm really not that concerned. Like, it's not a roof that's meant to draw your attention in. Unlike, like, my house. That's, like, looking really nubby right now for some reason. Why does it look nubby? Usually I don't hate that roof, but it's feeling weird right now. Anywho, let's mirror this. You know? It's time to do some mirroring. I feel like this can be popped like that. Do some variation look. Many a thoughts. And then we fall down. You like it? My house roof, you mean? I think my house roof is alright. It's, that to me. There we go. Hello! What was that? Hi, Hunter! Thank you for the raid! Raxical man. I kind of forgot you'd been streaming, hadn't you? I got that notification when I was, like, going for lunch, I think. Hello! How was your stream? What were you doing? What were you up to? You've been playing a lot of games I've never played before lately. Which is not odd. I don't play a lot of games. Often. We're doing a roof right now of my base. Good, I was playing Monster Hunter. Dinosaur game. Interesting. Definitely a game I haven't played. That's per usual. My brain just immediately went to the dinosaur game that one of my campers used to be obsessed with. He would only do things involving our creators, I think it's called. Also, do you like my new posture? It's because I have a second monitor now. So I'm looking at Minecraft up there instead of down here. What am I building? I'm building a roof to an extension of my enchanting house. It's gonna have little farms in it and stuff, just like the basic needs I will have. I don't know why that just floats above there. I feel like I could have had it attached. Bam. Yeah. Teddy, have you seen the tentacle yet? I have. I have indeed. pretty cool. I thought I was over slaves for a second. Okay. I need this level. This roof is actually behaving nicely. I think all of it's gonna come together quite well. Oh, something is wrong here. There. There. What are you shaped like? That was a weird, deeper voice there. Any of those. I don't have a mid-level one. Accessible. There we go. Roof! Second monitor game? Yeah. And right now my laptop is the camera I'm using, but I think next stream I'm going to use the screen recording camera app on my phone that links to Streamlabs, and I'm gonna do my face cam with that because I'm not loving this angle anymore. I mean, I didn't love it to begin with, but it was my only option then. But now that my phone's free, I should be good. So. The whole spawn Loki got trapdoored. I saw that. That was somewhat questionable. I've decided it's not my problem right now. Okay. We're gonna need to light this up. Obviously, this is not permanent lighting, but I don't want things spawning in here while I'm trying to do stuff. Did Will build it? No, Wrigley did. Roof! That also needs to be cleaned up. Wait. That's the wrong block. Hello? What, I totally did not build it? You, like, fully admitted it in the Discord last night, Wrigley. I do find it funny. I didn't think about it at all when you were describing it, but Will being like, oh my god, it's the platypus. No, what? The octopus that has been following us from Mercraft. That was wild. We know it isn't, but it works. It's the evil platypus. Why do I keep calling it a platypus, guys? Guys, what is up? Need like this way, and then there's a smaller tentacle somewhere else that spawned. Cool. Ignore that I failed to hit the scaffolding like 5 times there. It's kind of nasty. It needs a stair. It needs a stair. Desperately. That's what that meant. I keep thinking of like little anecdotes to go on about Bloodbound because that's the only interesting thing that has happened to me since I got sick, is that recording. But obviously I can't do that. I don't like it. Well, we're gonna leave it. It's gonna exist like that right now. And then there's the stupid windows. Windows. I think we're just gonna drag it back, is the idea. I need, stairs. How Wrigley lied to me, yeah. They'll do that. Chatters. Oh. Hello, Wrigley. I see you. Spying on me. This is not working. There. We can go over there and that works. Bear, if you got to turn into a vehicle of any kind, what would you be? What would I be, or what do I want to be? Because those are two very different questions. because there's like personality types, vibes you can get from vehicles, but also what I'd want to be would probably be different because, well, what classifies as a vehicle in this context? Ow. Netherite, oh my gosh. Thank you. Does that look good? Honestly, you can't really see it from this angle. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm not loving how this is coming together, but it's aesthetic enough that I don't care. That's not what was needed to be placed. Also, these innards are looking questionable. It's fine. Both? Goodness. Can add blue moss on the ground. I think the blue moss is kind of too pigmented, like too saturated for what I'm going for. I know what it looks like. Okay, what kind of vehicle would I be? Still, like, what counts as a vehicle? I don't know what kind of vehicle I would be. I walk places, guys. My favorite thing in the world is to just walk places. You know? I like to do that. So it's hard to think. Kinda. I mean, like, motorcycles are cool. But I don't think I'd be a motorcycle, and they're dangerous. But they are aesthetically appealing. So it's ugly as hell from the inside. But you know... Let me in! If we just, like, keep pulling it forwards until it's nice to me, and we can hide the ugly bits, then life will be worth living. You know, likey. You can cover that up, I know what I'm trying to do. I'd like to be a sneaker. Did that count? I want to be... Every time I say I want to be, my brain goes, I want to be that bitch. Everyone. I see you tossing me things, Wrigley. Oh, even more. Jeez. You're just... You guys... take such good care of me. Okay, that's not where I need to be. You know, sometimes you're, like, building and you're talking to chat and then, like, your brain stops working. I need more! Alright, I'll be on later to get a trident for Will. Have a good stream, dude. You have good time doing whatever the heck you're doing. Hope your stream was well, and hydrate and rest well now that you're done stream. I guess we've just accepted that I'm a motorcycle? I don't think I'd be a motorcycle. I feel like there is no world in which I'd actually be a motorcycle. You know? I have no more stairs. Teddy, I've been looking into different kinds of lighting for spawn because we don't have a lot of torches. Are kind of ugly. What things would you like to see? Oh, I was thinking we'd go around and make cute little lampposts, but also, Will has been hired to do that sort of thing, so you don't need to worry too much about it. But yeah, if you want to suggest lighting stuff, suggest it to Will, because he's been hired by the government to do that stuff. Shouldn't you be mirrored? Like, you should be mirrored. Like, this is mirrored. I need to go on the outside. I'll hopefully be on later. Totally forgot my good headphones. So. That's okay. Hop. So why were you different? You in fact do popped one out. There we go. Fixed. It probably just generated incorrectly. I don't really care that much. I have other ones on the go. It's so bad on the inside, but we're gonna hide it. So what if I just, you know, what if I just adjusted the roof to suit my desires? What if I did that? I think I can make that work. I got rid of the thing here. I really shouldn't get rid of all my scaffolding until it's the end. You know, I did originally have it like that, and then I popped it in to add more texture. But we don't need to do that. You're napping on my lawn. I need to add these flowers in, too. But there we go. Now that's gonna be so much easier to cover up. It just means bad mind. Yeah, that's what I thought. I have flowers. No, I need the specific flowers. I think I left in this chest? No. It's in my, chest in my house. Don't worry, if I need something that I don't have, I will send you over. Push. Let me through. Okay. I think this is bad. I don't think it's great. Obviously, it's not my best build, but it doesn't need to be. Not every build needs to be my best build. We can learn that. Supposedly. It comes with practice. I do not like Icy Iris. It didn't fit. The Icy Irises were too tall, I'm pretty sure. Here's my food is in my hopper. I don't know why I'm searching for it. That's alright. Let's get slabs. I'm going to make like posts. Maybe I'll keep it. Not stripped. I feel like that could go well. Like that. And then, I mean, I did. Thoughts are happening. They're percolating in my head right now. So much scaffolding is just going into this house. This build. I mean, I kind of want the deep slate there hidden, but that's not possible. I don't care quite enough, I don't think, to, like, make it better. Uppies! I need to be here to go uppies. What if we just... We're gonna make things nice, and it's gonna work. Like this. I like how I made all of those deep slate slabs and then decided not to use the deep slate. That'd be a very me thing to do. Like that. And where's the other? Uppies here. Right. Oh no! It's fine. I think I have more wood. You're making a guy? No, you're not. I thought you were making a snowman for a second. Yeah, let's do a bunch of these slabs, actually. I think we can afford to have the whole roof be the Umbrian slabs. Umbran. I can speak. That's not the one I want to go up in. Lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Drive safe. There we go. Uppies on this side. Oh, and I missed. I'm so good at aiming, guys. And parkour, and all those sorts of things. You should vote for me as best guy ever. I was gonna put a torch there so there isn't, like, weird spawning, but honestly, if something manages to spawn there, I will simply just be impressed. You know? At that point, you just gotta be like, congrats, man. Good job. Now we need, like, a door. I need a door. That's kind of just been in my head lately. Being stuck in my head is what I meant. Door, door. The door. See, it's a door. Oh, hello. My brain immediately went, oh, Wrigley's teleported to me. That's not how that works. No one can teleport here. There we go. Nice design. Kind to me. So I need a smidgen more fur. Should I leave fur in this chest over here? I did. I did. We go like this. And like this. And like this. And like this. And like this. We don't do it like that. Because we instead do it like this. I'm so descriptive. The door! I like when just slamming blocks down works. People think I'm a good builder, but guys, you just smack it down and it is kind to you on occasion. And when it isn't, you tear it down and you start again! So you need to hop that. If you didn't realize, you need to jump in order to make that. That's not what I wanted to do. The tentacle's the most annoying thing to build. I can imagine, especially in survival mode, because the octopus in Minecraft is always made creative mode, and you can like kind of see how the shaping's going for most of it. But yeah, I can imagine that being nasty in survival mode. I'm just gonna keep falling. That's my job today. The guy who falls down. That don't even really look that good. I have an idea. Add trapdoor, yeah. I'm gonna do a little something of this. Oh, it's got spooky faces. I don't want spooky faces. Can I do shelves with this? I should. I think a shelf would be kind to me. Good old shelf. Yes, the shelves do not have spooky faces. And a bam, and a bam. And then I want to be on the other side too. Like that, make it a little more 3D. Some 3D action. If it would place where I wanted to go. I've never seen an Umbrian trapdoor before. If you've been to Tabby House, you have. They have some there. But it's got a little like pumpkin face on it. Look at that! Lovely. Lovely doubly. My inventory is now a mess. But that's fine, we're gonna dump it all in here, even though this build is technically done. Window time. Do I have glass? If I don't have glass, we're not doing glass in these windows. Because I'm lazy. We have a smidgen of glass. I know I can craft more black panes, glass panes. But I don't know if this is a glass pane affair or a full block affair. Because it's got the... Yeah, I don't think it's a... Well, actually, I could get rid of those stairs, couldn't I? And then... Yeah, let's do that. Right here. Oh no. Not right there. Not there at all. And that's a slab. It's not gonna work. These are open concept windows. That's what we're deciding. I've also changed my mind, and this is going to be popped in. Sunny, Bear, I think Talon is behind the robberies. Do you? Talon better not be behind the robberies. We might have to tell Talon off. Because robberies are actually a server no-no. We can have fun with it, but like, if people want to do it as a storyline, they gotta run it by, like, the person they're doing it to first. You know? Roblox man face? Nice. You know? That's my one thing. We gotta run it by each other if we're doing that. It'd be cool if it was Talon. I don't know why Talon would start doing robberies. It doesn't seem up Talon's alley. Do you need more soul lanterns for your base? Yeah, probably. You don't need to get me, like, everything, Wrigley. You are a new player. That's not your job. I know you have netherite before I do, but you only have netherite before I do because I haven't bothered. Like, I could have gotten netherite in the first week. I had diamond armor in, like, the first week. I just didn't care. There's a difference. Damn. Just jump. I don't know. I like to play a slower pace than most people. You know? I think that's fine. There we go. That still looks kind of fast. It's a little questionable. This side of the... What if I just hit it? Teddy, we can't just be hiding everything. Can't just hide everything. Stole it from Tyler. A lot of people steal things from Tyler. It's fine. I want to set the farms, but I don't want to actually do that. What if I do that off screen? Off camera. The off camera farm building. I really shouldn't be dumping all of this in here. It doesn't make sense to do. Because I'm gonna need to clean that up, like, imminently. Let's see. Now we've got that. And if you want to get to my enchanting table, you gotta go through here. And now, the books are no longer oriented towards the doorway. That's fine. We can fix that. We can fix that so good. This isn't even enough bookshelves. This is known. No, I don't want to enchant a rotten flesh. Ta-da! Now it's more oriented to that. And I guess we're just making this wet for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we've decided this needs to be wet. What are you dumping in my pockets? Oh, thank you. That's fine. Well, whoa, voice crack. I'm gonna sip some water. Okay. Oh, I've been streaming for over an hour already. I did not realize that. Time passed very quickly. What is my next thing that I am going to be doing? I do not know. I don't know what my plan is. Does anyone ever know what Teddy's plan is? Nah. Give me Blackstone? Nah. I guess this should have a better floor. Oh, I'm just gonna do that every time there's something that rhymes with door. Oh, a history fact of the day. I see that. I see ya. I can catch chat pretty quick. Just let me finish digging this, and I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be a good bean and I'll do it. So it's a little too dark in here, so I definitely need to put more lighting in. We could do some floor lighting. Do I have extra lights somewhere? Like floor lights? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, frog light. Floor lights. Do I have some? To be fair, I think I was given some as wedding favors at the money wedding. I barely know what I'm doing, what I'm going to do. That's fine. I do. Now it's time for the history fact of the day. What day is it? It is March 14th. March 14th feels like an important day. Is it Ides of March, guys? I feel like I know the Ides of March obviously is in March. Is it March 14th? I feel like it is. Is Tumblr going crazy today, guys? Do we know? No. It does. There's no Ides of March on here, and I feel like our Ides of March would be on here. Um, let's see. Let's see, what's something interesting? Let's do some gin. March 14th, 1794, Eli Whitney patents the cotton gin. The machine made it much easier to remove cotton seeds from the plant's fibers, a process that had been done by hand until the invention. Eli patented two devices. One could be operated by a hand crank, the other, an industrial-sized version, was driven by horses or water wheels. The device was one of the major technological advances that brought about the Industrial Revolution and completely changed the economy of the American South. The cotton gin greatly improved cotton production in the antebellum South, with yields of raw cotton doubling every decade in the 19th century. The result of increased demand for cotton directly leading to a huge escalation in the American slave trade. As a result, the invention is widely credited with being a causative factor in the events leading up to the American Civil War. Interesting. I do find it quite interesting that they decided that the slave trade stuff is like an afterthought. The end of that. And like just barely mentioned because like that is like so relevant to it. I saw Wrigley that you'd been saying things in chat I couldn't see. You remember learning about this in history? Yeah. Yes, I had just received frog lights. We need to know what our floor is going to be made out of. Perhaps fur. We'll do fur. I know what white sandstone looks like. I don't have enough fur. Let's go get some more fur over here. It's Pi Day. What day is the Ides of March, though? Have I missed it? The problem is Tumblr starts celebrating, like, throughout all of the month of March, so I can never remember what day it is until it actually happens. Because then it's extra. There's even more memes on Tumblr about it. Do you guys know what the Ides of March is? It's when they stabbed, Caesar to death. Pretty cool day. Julius Caesar specifically. Wow, that made a row of saplings. Interesting. And Tumblr, for some reason, likes to celebrate the Ides of March every year. Which is another Should I get another portal for my base? It's up to you. Some people don't feel the need because of the waystones, but if you don't have any levels because you die or whatever, it is super convenient to link yourself up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the sweater I think I told you guys about one day. It's way too small for me, which is why I don't wear it often. Because if it's a bad sensory day, it's like, it feels too tight. I feel like I spend more time in the Oasis lately. Yeah. Honestly, I think it is worth getting and then linking up to the, like, paths. Just because when you do die, it is so annoying to, like, trek all over the place just to get some levels. There is a big lava pool in the cave under the pit that you can pour some water on if that is convenient for you. I still don't know if I have enough. Guys, I am hungry. Why do I keep getting hungry at 3 p.m.? This doesn't make sense. Why am I getting hungry at 3 p.m.? I'll read that in a second. The volcano I found is right next to the Pale Forest, an exposed lush cave. It's really nice. That sounds really nice. Okay, I need more lighting around here. Oh, right, I was gonna pour the lights and I didn't. That's silly of me. We'll put them in the corners. What if we, like, rotate these? So we still get that, like, nice design, like that, but then also some slightly subtle, not so subtle lighting. Get me down in the hole. What's something interesting? There's a show coming out right now, one of my Thai shows, and it's got some of my favorite Thai actors in it, but it's like a really 18 plus one. And so I don't want to watch it because I'm not interested in that sort of thing. But it's got my favorite actors in it, and it's sad. I don't want to watch them. But I don't want to watch them do that. I ain't got no clue what you were talking about. It's the Ides of March, you know? You gotta look it up. I assume that message was responding to me talking about the Ides of March at the very least. My head hurts. Oh, I already have 2 netherite. I just keep dumping netherite in this chest and not using it. Oopsies, don't mind me. Let's actually dump these in here because I don't need these. I don't know why I have them, but I don't need them right now. Why do I have a bit of a headache? It's probably just because I haven't streamed in a while. I tend to amass ailments when I have not streamed in a while, and I'm streaming again for the first time in a while. It's just life. The Teddy life. There we go. Cleaning my pockets. Upgrade your stuff, Teddy? Nah. Nah. I don't feel like it. What needs to happen is these need to get fixed. These were supposed to be temporary chests. No, it's fine, guys. I don't need netherite right now. I don't need it. It's not important. You know, the benefit? Maybe if I put like 2 upgrade slabs there and there. I put my scaffolding away. I don't want to do that. I got it specifically for you. Yeah, I know. It's just not now thing, you know? Now. Later. What do I do now, guys? The talent things I got didn't really leave me much to investigate. I guess I can go to the facility because it did say that free me. It did say that somebody had been captured and put in a test tube. So perhaps I should check if there is somebody trapped in the facility down here. That might be a problem. Excuse me. Oh hey, yeah, it's the same number as the log. Nobody in here. There's nothing new. Why is there a flint and steel in the smoker? I'm pretty sure this wasn't here before. That's a crafting table. And yeah, that's just ice. Have I not made stone bricks before? How about you? What happens if I just bust into here? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well. This has got to be an awful place to live. The thing said that they were moved to a special place and given a tracker if they busted out. And they're not in there, so maybe they have, busted out and they're the ones laying the traps and Talon isn't actually evil. Yeah, I don't know. I can have all the theories I want to have. I just know I'm like God, but not God, and Talon seems to agree, which is interesting. People need to clean up their chests. I'm gonna clean up this. I'm gonna clean this up. I don't like it. It deserves cleaning. And then I will have a million trapdoors all to myself for building. We'll do janitor duty for the rest of stream. Well, actually, I doubt that this is going to take me the rest of stream, but I'm giving myself mini tasks. Look what you're doing. You've given a just barely recovered from illness person cleanup duty. Chores. You're making someone who just recovered from an illness do chores, chat. Say it like you guys have instructed me to clean this up. There. Is there anything else here that needs to be tidied? I feel bad because Hunter has such a lovely shop here and I'm never gonna buy from it. I know who did it, but I was instructed not to tell. I really care. Only Talon would know. Yeah, only Talon would know. I feel like I should probably inquire where this Talon plot is even going. Out of canon, I do know who Talon is, by the way. They told me. Because they needed to plan a thing. But also, technically, I did already mostly figure out who they were before they told me who they were. So I gotta figure out when I should accuse them. Officially. But also, I don't actually have any evidence it's them. It's all just conjecture. But also, I know you guys. I think if any of you guys decided to do a lore thing like this, and I got hired, I would be able to figure out, like, who you were by your suspect profile pretty good. Which is pretty funny. That's why I'm Tarlaw. That is why. I 2 wood, that's good, yeah. Oh yeah, we still haven't met with Tyler and Abby about the poem they supposedly got from Talon. Like, that was a thing that they got. Yeah, they got a poem from Talon. I don't trust it's actually a poem. And also, it might not be from Talon, because they didn't confirm. But yeah, I don't trust it's necessarily a poem. So I can see the Talon person writing a poem, but not very good. I wanted to explain the reason why I think it would not be very good, but that would actually expose who it would be to you guys. And I'm supposed to keep this on the down low still. Oh, I missed a bunch right here. What's the case, Detective Teddy? The case is that somebody's Talon and doing pitfall traps. Which, I'm really confused, because, like, there's, like, the lab stuff, and then there's just also, like, hi, I'm Talon, here's a pitfall trap. Which feels, like, oddly disconnected. But to be fair, they have... Now I have another log that's saying that perhaps a test subject of Talon's is the one, doing the pitfall traps, perhaps, because they said that that person had gotten violent. So perhaps we could theorize upon that point. You know? Is that all that cleaned up other than that? Which I don't want to deal with. Can I make someone else deal with that? I think I can. Who made this many trapdoors? Trapdoors are pretty expensive. Can I get rid of this? Oh, there's more here. Can I get rid of the willow tree? It's been annoying me. I don't know if someone planted it because they liked it, though. That's in the way. I may know who it is, but I'm not gonna tell. I know who it is! I know who it is! I figured it out right away who it was! But we're doing plot, so we don't say much yet. Yet. The Teddy is too smart. Yes. That's what I was saying to, like, the Bloodbound people. I can't ever write myself to be a character who isn't smart, because I'm generally too observant. And that's not to say being observant is what makes you smart. But, like, I am constantly taking in so much information, and then I'm very good at, like, I don't think very hard, but, like, my brain is constantly taking information and then combining it all together to understand it. So I generally have a really good frame of reference for all of you guys, and, like, yeah, all the stuff you might be up to. I can figure out your suspect profiles pretty good. Can I even go up there? Oh, I can, but I don't want to. That's for when someone gets an elytra. That's what I think. I think that's for someone who has elytra duty. Now this. But willow tree's pretty. They are pretty. I just feel like that's not a good location for a willow tree. I have discovered more mess that people have made. Don't do it with your axe. Stop doing it with your axe. Why'd it go on the other side? I hope someone's left a dark oak somewhere. Otherwise, I'm going to be forced to leave that. What did you say? The tower was not for an elytra. I know. But taking it down is going to have to be for an elytra, is what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm not climbing that. I'm not putting in that work. I'm nobody's gotten on. This is a weekend stream. Like, usually it's my Wednesday streams are, like, pretty quiet. Well, Wrigley's on. I shouldn't say nobody. My brain, like, just decided you weren't on briefly there for a second. But yeah, like, usually, like, everybody gets on the weekend streams. I don't know, you just didn't exist. You were my chat. Sometimes when you and Meow are talking in the Minecraft chat, you're just still stream chat in my brain. I think they like chapters. Yeah, I think so too. Oh. Okay, I can reach still. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be when I sighed in displeasure. Connecting your headphones right now? Nice. I don't know what I was gonna say there. I have so many content ideas planned. So why was I going this direction? Oh, I wanted to take this down. Let's just double check what this is. Because it's just like a weird tower affair, and nobody answered when someone took a screenshot of it and put it in the Discord. So I think I'm able to take it down. Yeah, this has nothing. This feels like for the sake of a vantage point of taking like a screenie or something. So we're gonna clean it up. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have a bunch of content stuff I want to do. But I'm trying not to like start doing setup stuff for it because like Bloodbound's still going, and then also I know the Bloodbound crew has stuff planned that they want to be doing. Basically, not as soon as it's over, but pretty soon as it's over. Like, apparently they want to do a life series thing. I found this out the other day, but I think they were all, not all, but like, I think for a building session, a bunch of them were in call talking about it. Didn't realize not everybody had heard about it. But yeah, apparently they want to do a life series at some point, so I might do something like that. I don't know if it's happening like immediately after. Here's the thing, at this point, because I'm in charge of like Mercraft and I'm in charge of Arctic SMP, I am just simply not getting myself involved in helping organize things with the Bloodbound crew. Even as much as I do quite want to. But, yeah. Where was I going? Yeah, so I don't know quite as much what their plans are, but I will join them in a bunch of the stuff they plan to do in the future. I have so much to boost now. But I'm not really on the planning side. There is a series I do wish to do. I don't know why that was there. And conceptually, I have started planning it out. Actually, I have two series that I have concepts for that I've been planning out. I should drink some water. Sorry. But at this point, it's not going to be until fallish. It actually kind of depends on how long Arctic SMP goes, because I can tell that we're kind of amping up what we're doing on Arctic SMP. So I'll have a better idea once... Oh, this is rooted dirt. Never mind. I was gonna path block that. But I will have a better idea once we start getting into this new storyline of Arctic SMP, how available I need to be for different things. And if I can start planning a new series, or if I should keep that on the back burner for now. I found the Elder Tentacle. I should check out Sunmar. I haven't actually gone inside Sunmar. Oh, we've redeemed a knock-knock joke. I'm just gonna read it fully out, because it's boring to wait for chat to respond. Okay. Knock knock. Who's there? Deja. Deja who? Why is the knock knock at the bottom? Oh, you're supposed to knock knock again. I missed that part. Anyways, I checked yesterday. It's only saplings. I just want to look inside. See if there's any interesting interior. Can these go back in the box, please? Please! In the box! There we go. These knock knock jokes aren't very good. They're kind of lame. I don't know if I like them as a stream alert thing. Stream alert, channel points redeem. Hello, Sunmark. Shells. Nothing, but there are the saplings. There's no prices for the saplings, though. You just take 4 groups of 4 saplings. That's kind of lame. I don't want to buy 4. Oh, there's pricing in here. Interesting. How curious. I would love to just join that type of things, mainly to help planning and organizing part. Alright. Yeah, as I said, so Bloodbound Crew are having, like, they're the type of series that requires, like, lots of plugins and stuff. Interesting. So that's not really something I do. I can be involved in. I've actually never touched plugins before. I really should. It's the type of thing that, like, I would benefit from, like, the type of series I want to do. And I'll learn it one day. It's just, like, not something I'm going to do right now, you know? Where was I? But yeah, the type of series I want to do, are, like, that I'm going to run, are, like, more adjacent stories type things that don't require any gamifying of it. Like, we're in it together to tell a collaborative story, and we've all agreed on the story beforehand, and then we do it. Like a much more scripted series. Kind of like how Murcraft goes. That's kind of the type of series I want to do. One of them is, that I have plotted out, is like a short form series. That's like a choose your own adventure path for the viewers. That's gonna be fun. I'm still plotting it out. I think I have 2 more episodes to plot out, and then I have to figure out if I want it to be, like, fully choose your own adventures, so we film all of the different routes you can go on, or if we film as, like, viewers are voting for different routes, and then so the end route is, like, the only route that is actually, like, canon and exists. It just means, like, there's a lot of filming for short form content. So I'd have to get people who are very free and can do, like, filming for, like, an hour or 2, like, every week to get that out there. So yeah, that takes a lot of planning just because of, like, it's choose your own adventure. I think it would be cool to just do one route because it inspires further viewer interaction for speculation on how the other routes could have gone. Yeah. That's how I've written it out so far. Is there being only one solid canon route. It's just more difficult to organize and film is the only problem. Man, can I make this small jump? My sister's cat is now yelling outside my door again. Where was I? Can you fully scale this building? Huh. You totally can. If I can make this jump. Why can I not make this jump? There's no head hitter. And the other series I have, I think would be pretty similar to Bloodbound in how it, like, runs. I'm just not sure yet if I want to make it, like, a game. So, like, Vampires SMP is based off of Manhunt. And then with a couple extra things thrown in, and then people have character backstories to help story go. So I'm debating if this other series I want to do should be like that, where I choose kind of a gamey way to play it that keeps people going to different places, and then the story just comes with people's backstories. Or if I have it so we choose different things we want to get done each episode, and that be driving what gets people in different places. You know? So, I've got to figure that out. It's easier for me to host one where we all just mutually agree on the trajectory of each episode. Like, obviously, a lot of it would be improv, but we have a vague idea of, I want this, like, in the beginning, this is going to happen, and then all the characters need to do this, this, and that in order to resolve that problem. And that's, like, the general plan for the episode, but then anything that happens in between is all improv. And different people can choose to do the different tasks that need to be done. So you get different character combinations in different areas, and that drives the plot because of those character interactions. That is a lot easier for me to put together because I don't know how to do plugins. But I know a lot of people who do know how to make plugins. So I could feasibly do it. It would just, like, take a lot more work to gamify it. Because gamifying it is a lot easier when you're actually recording. Because if you don't know what to do with your character, then you can go do the game thing. So, for example, in Bloodbound, if you don't know what to do with your character, you can go get a tome, or you can go do a beacon, stuff like that. So yeah, it depends on the feedback of the people I'm with. I'm just, like, running around now. I don't know why I'm just running around now, but I am. That's what I'm doing. We're just doing the rest of this stream as me running around talking about ideas with you guys. But yeah, two very different things. I'm gonna go play in the snow, have fun. It's always good to play in the snow. Ours melted last week, but it's coming back in flurries now. Brainstorming is fun. It is. But yeah, I guess I'm curious what your guys' thoughts process is. Would you... Well, the thing is, I know, honestly, the choose your own adventure story sounds like it's harder to put on. But honestly, it seems the most feasible to me, because I can get anyone to do that. Because I can be bossy and be like, okay, so I need you to do this in here, and then it's gonna be like 5 seconds, and then you're done. And people can manage that pretty well. And so I can grab anyone to do that. It doesn't matter if they're all that interested in roleplay, and they don't have to make the content themselves because it's, like, fully from my POV sort of thing. Wait, this looks sick? What looks sick? The wedding boat? Or something you're looking at? My lion head. Okay. But yeah. That's a lot more feasible for me because, for example, Raxical isn't really, like, he does not do roleplay content. He does not do that sort of thing. I can grab him and go, hey, this is your character, this is what you want to do, this is the vague thing you should say. Whoa. My chin's reloaded. Let's clean this up. This is Enderman debris, actually. So yeah. Like, that's much more easy to me. So while all the planning ends up falling on me, it's easier for me to just grab different people. The other series is a series designed for each member to make their own content. And it's like a long-term scheduling thing. So I would need people who are available weekly and can roleplay for 2 hours straight, you know? And roleplay fully improv of the character of their own design. Those type of people are the Bloodbound crew, and if they have another series they want to do, I'm not an admin, I'm not a moderator in there, so I have a bit less influence in terms of series we do. That doesn't mean I can't, like, propose my thing and be in charge of a thing, but it probably makes sense for me to wait a bit before, like, trying to take control of something like that. Just until we're all much more settled with a bunch of series we're doing together, sort of thing. I'm gonna leave that to despawn on its own. But yeah. Did I see? Honestly, just being given a character and running with it does sound fun to do. It does. The problem is, like, it's very difficult for some people. Like, even if you're into watching that stuff, if you are not somebody who has been, like, analyzing that yourself for years as you consume that content, and then also have put in effort to, get used to talking for that long, it is a very difficult feat to do. And, like, that is noticeable for some of the Bloodbound crew who have never done this before. You can kind of get a sense of which characters are played by people who aren't as familiar with this sort of thing. Because they're quieter. And there are people who are less featured in my content because I struggle to bounce off of them because they're not used to it. That's not everybody in Bloodbound that I don't interact with as much. Some of them, it's just our characters have not interacted. But yeah, there's some of them who, like, are still working on the skills, and I think they'll get there by the end of this, by the end of Bloodbound. I think they'll be there. But it takes a lot of energy to learn that skill. It takes a lot to talk for this long. I mean, here we are. I haven't streamed for a week, and so I'm back, and we hit, like, an hour, 20 minutes, and I'm struggling to talk, sort of thing. Like, it's a practiced and learned skill. Hydrated, right as I was drinking. But yeah, a lot goes into it, and I have to be a bit more picky about who I want in that sort of series. So, I could use all of Bloodbound people for my more storyline-esque recording session idea. But the thing is, they might not want to. And at this point, like, they have other series in mind, so I have to wait, sort of thing. But there's literally very, very few people who are currently on the Arctic SMP I could invite to do that sort of thing. Even the people heavily involved in lore right now on this server, I don't think could do that sort of thing. Because, yeah, even if you enjoy making characters, it's difficult. At this point, I've been doing streaming for 5 years, I think is about now. It's hard to count because, the first year I did it, I didn't stream super regularly, so I don't have, like, a specific date. I like to say I started becoming a streamer, you know? So I have a lot of practice in the non-stop yapping department. To the point where, like, I get the sense a lot of people think I'm an extrovert because I'm able to just yap and yap and yap. But that's I taught myself to do. Like, this is not me naturally. I'm generally a very quiet person. And up until before I started streaming, I never talked this much. It is interesting though, my family apparently noticed, like a complete change in my demeanor after I started streaming regularly. Um, the yapping department is something I'm not known to be. Yeah, it's difficult. It's hard, especially if you're like me. I'm generally pretty low energy of a person, and I don't talk a lot. Um, that's just how it is. I like to yap online, but I'm really bad at talking, so I don't really talk super often. I fumble my words at least 5 times a sentence. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like that before I started streaming. I actually, like, part of my IEP, which is my individual education plan, which is what we call the, like, special things in Canada. I don't know, some other countries, they also call them IEPs. Take a deep breath, Teddy. Take a deep breath. Part of it was that I struggled to communicate what was in my head out loud. So they kind of made it so I could take my time in school to say what I needed to say, but also, like, I had a special computer, and if I wanted to, like, for talking things, I could write, like, an essay instead, because I was much better at writing my thoughts, like, communicating my thoughts to writing than it was for verbally. I get that so often, dude. Yeah. And you'll notice I fumble my words a lot. I actually haven't done it a lot in recent streams, I don't think. But how often I will swap my consonants in my sentences and my words is wild. It's really funny, and I make it into a bit on stream. Because, like, I can't avoid it. You know? It's gonna happen. Words get stuck in my mouth. And it's happened a couple times on Bloodbound, and I usually edit those moments out and just, like, in character I stop and then repeat myself. So you might catch that more in other people's episodes, actually. But also half the time, I just barrel through in Bloodbound. I'm like, I just give up and I'm like, my character can't be stuttering over this right now, so we're just gonna force it through. And that's how you get, like, kind of... Sometimes when I say words in Bloodbound, it'll sound like I have, like, something, like, in my mouth, or, like, I'm trying to say a different word at the beginning and then it morphs it to another word. That is me just, like, barreling through it because I want to get my sentence out, you know? Dude, it's so bad because I want to seem nonchalant IRL, but I can't seem dark and mysterious if I fumble my words. Negative aura. Well, I don't know. Somehow I managed it. Like, people IRL are either, like, terrified of me or think I'm a sweetheart. And I don't really understand why they're terrified of me. I think it's just because I'm tall and quiet. But, I mean, those things don't really matter that much. But yeah, it is a learned thing. Tall women are scary. I don't see why. But yeah, it is definitely a learned thing. And something you need to practice. If you want to. Honestly, like, it doesn't matter. People fumble words. It's a normal human experience. I don't really care that much. Like, it's important if you're going into, obviously, like, content and voice acting and film and acting and just different things like that to work on it as a skill. It's like, you're fine. People fumble their words. Some people do it more than others. It's not a big deal. And we should work towards making it so the general societal populace agrees with that notion. You know? I think it doesn't really matter that much unless you are going into something where you need to have a clear voice. Which is why I practiced it. But yeah, not everybody needs to do that. And it did up my confidence. but also I find it really funny when I fumble my words. So, yeah, differences in that. But yeah, back to the original topic, it does make it so it matters when you're making content, who you're making content with. And as a small streamer, I am very happy to make content with basically anyone who will make it with me. Anyone who's down to commit to the bit. If you have the commitment to compensate for any skill, I'm all in. I find, honestly, like, the ability, the will, I guess, the will to do something is always 10 million times more important than the ability to. See, that was it just right now. I said important instead of important. That's one of me just slamming through a word instead of stuttering, because I just wanted it out. But yeah, sometimes my vowels just like swap to a different vowel. Sometimes, like, in a sentence, I will swap around consonants in the words. One that was really funny was way back on the Radish SMP. I was building a fisherman hut for Raxical to live in, and we were just having a conversation about it, and I said Schifferman, and it was funny. And it worked for content, you know. I feel like I have too many thoughts, so I talk faster than I can formulate what I actually want to say. Yeah, that takes skill, practice to pace yourself, or to just be able to enunciate that quickly. I feel like I'm in the mid thing. I think I kind of practice the skill to enunciate really quickly rather than skill to learn to pace myself. Because I do often get ahead of myself in what I'm saying, and then I lose track of my sentence. The worst, I hate when you start with a certain grammatical structure of a sentence, and then halfway through that sentence, you forget the grammatical structure you started with, and you don't know how to end the sentence. Hello. It is wild. I hate that. That's my least favorite thing. And then, like, if I'm recording, I can go back and see if I actually made sense. But when you're not recording, it's so annoying because I don't know how to tell if I actually managed to communicate what I needed to, or if I have to go and restart that whole sentence to whoever I'm talking to. I hate doing that in Japanese. Yeah. I've just stopped mid-sentence to reword it. That's the thing. Sometimes, like, because obviously you guys have witnessed me. I keep going. There isn't an end to my sentence often. I will not breathe in between my sentences. I will breathe at the end of my thoughts. And so, my grammatical sentence can drag out really long. So I can be talking for like a full minute, and then I realize, like, I don't know where I started with it, and that's the problem. You can't stop and reword that at that point. You've forgotten what the first half of the sentence even was. It's much. But yeah, it takes practice and commitment to the bit. If you fail, then you fumble the words, and that's fine. It's not that big of a deal at the end of the day. And if you're doing something like voice acting, you can always re-record. Everyone does it, even if they've got practice in it. You know? But yeah, that's my considerations for the series. Is there's two different types of people who can do those types of series. The people who are very used to roleplay content can do my Choose Your Own Adventure series, but also the people who aren't. So that's what makes that one more accessible. But it puts a lot of the weight on me to organize and to script and to do the set for and stuff like that. Because doing stuff with the Bloodbound crew, like, they would help me build sets and stuff. And then they do plugins and all that jazz. But the Choose Your Own Adventure story, I've been plotting since we started this SMP, which was November, I think. So I've been slowly marching away at that. Oh, another content thing I wanted to do is I've been planning a D&D campaign. And that's not going to happen for a while. I've actually been plotting it for like 2 years. But it'll happen eventually, I swear. I've designed it specifically for stream. But yeah, that I can't hype you guys up too much about that because every time I'm like, it's gonna happen in a couple months, and then I don't work on it enough for it to be done in a couple months, and then yeah, it don't happen. But yeah, that's in the works too. So technically 3 series in the works, and then 3 series that are actively ongoing right now. So yeah, very exciting. But it's also gonna slow down because I'm going back to school in the fall. Um, but but we're probably gonna make up with it with vlog content. Because when I go to school, I'm gonna be moving in with Will, and it's gonna be just the two of us. So when Will was living with me earlier, it was in my parents' house. So like we weren't filming content there because my parents would just show up, you know? But we want to, when we get like a place together, we want to like film content, like IRL content for you guys. Um, okay, wait, are you two related? No. We aren't related. We are just like, we've been friends for 14 years, I think. There was a bit of time in the middle where we lost contact, because neither of us had phones when we stopped. We used to dance together. We did dance classes. And he quit, but he didn't have a phone yet, so we didn't have a way to contact each other. Until I was volunteering with my old dance teacher, and his younger brother was still dancing. So he showed up, and we were like, "Oh my god, it's you, my bestie from childhood. Let's exchange contacts." And now we do content together. Um, but no, basically, he just needed a place to stay because it was just inconvenient for him to stay at his mom's house for a bit, so he just stayed at mine. It just worked. And my parents were chill about it. Wow, that's kind of wild. Yeah, it is what it is. You never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, we're besties. Um, it is really funny. People think we're dating like all the time, and we're like, look at us. Do we look like a couple? Do we look like people who would be attracted to each other? That's all I gotta say. But yeah, like strangers and friends and people who like know us but like don't know us super super well, like will be like, oh, "Are you guys dating?" And we're like, "No, go away. We're besties. It's fine." We actually think it's pretty funny at this point. um, but yeah, that's great. What other things? Yeah, we want to do vlog content. We were plotting some stuff. We want to do, well, one, we want to do like a welcome to the new place stream. Hopefully, we're not going to need other roommates. The question is basically just what places are going to be available when we're moving. Uh, and because we're going to be in a university area, there is potential that we'd have to get stuck with roommates, but I would be fine just the two of us. We'll have to see. But if we want to do like a we've just moved in vlog, not vlog, stream, which I feel like would just be like us yapping at you guys for like an hour probably, unless you really have a lot of questions for us, and then we'd go longer. But I can't see it going more than an hour. And then after that, um, I was saying like just different vlog stuff. And his apparently only experience with like that sort of thing is Markiplier. So think like Unis Honest, different styled videos, probably like Try Guys styled videos, things like that. Just us doing different fun things. Look, Teddy, everyone's getting. I know, and it's right as we've hit 2 hours, and I'm gonna have to leave soon because my voice is obviously dying. But you're gonna get a Monday stream. Um, Teddy Gaming PC.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I have actually decided that in August. I've decided in August I'm getting a PC. Um, my I asked my parents to get me a PC for my birthday, so probably in August. Hello, Sunny.
Hello.
I'm doing like end of stream yaps, which can be up to like half an hour.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just chilling here. Oh, you were standing in front of me. I'm in third person. Hello.
This guy up here. Hello.
Hello. What other
I'm
things?
sick.
obviously you guys can suggest things Will and I do when we move in together, like different fun activities. We have Nerf guns.
You should do like a thing where what is it? Like one of the points things, and you
Points things?
can like the point things. You know, like the on stream.
Oh, channel points?
Yeah, you should have one that sends a little notification or sound, and you have to get your Nerf gun and be the first one to hit each
That
other.
would be funny. That would require us to have a stream set up in the same room, and then that makes mic difficulties.
Yeah.
But
I just think it
yeah,
would
it
be funny
depends
to hear.
on what our place ends up looking like, obviously. If because we either are gonna have to set up our computers in like a common area together, or like in our bedrooms, maybe. We'll have to see. It really depends. I mean, we've streamed where one of us is streaming in the same room before, and just used one mic. So we could do too, like like Dan and Phil Games. I think they keep track of like who won each episode. So we could do something like that. That could be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I also wanted to do a Teddy Tips series. I keep not doing that. I think about it every time I go to do my workout, because that's what I want to do, is how to get into working out, because I hate working out, but I figured out how to get myself into it in a way that's healthy and actually I enjoy. And I think in general, I'm a very mellowed-tempered person, so people always come to me for advice. And I feel like that'd be a good internet series, YouTube series, like little 5 to 10 minute videos of me being like, hey, you want to learn how to get yourself to do this? Here you go. I think I could do that.
One thing that is also like really it can help with getting into working out is to work out with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't like that. I don't like being
Oh,
seen.
okay.
Um,
Alrighty, that's fair.
yeah. Well, okay, that's kind of partially why it took me a while to get into it, is because, like, working out is a very communal thing, you know? And in my head, all I think of is, like, elementary school gym class when I'm, like, working out with other people, and I don't want that. That feels awful. People were mean back then. But my main thing was I needed to get cardio into my life, because yeah, I needed cardio in my life because I hadn't run in years and I didn't move around much. And then I went, well, I like dancing, and so I started doing Just Dance, and that got me into it. I also started I got really into the idea of I started watching a bunch of K-pop dance videos, and I wanted to learn the dances. But you need to be like really fit to be able to do that. So I started working my way up. And yeah, just like those little things. Like you have to evaluate yourself, what you need, and then translate that into how to get yourself to do different things. And yeah, that's generally how I think I do a Teddy Tips series. Is like I'd
Yeah.
separate it into like 3 different sections of, this is how society generally suggests you do this. This is like the advice you probably get from like well-meaning people and your family. And then this is you. This is how you analyze yourself and what you need. How do we combine that together and do what you want to be doing in this specific category? So specifically, like for fitness, for me, it's like society tells you you should be working out. It tells you that for a lot of reasons. Some of them are bad. Most of them are bad. So you will be tempted to not want to do it at all because you don't want to fall into these dumb societal expectations. Then there's like the mid-level of your family and your friends, and they are well-meaning, and yeah, you do need to be healthy. Like you need to take care of yourself, and that does involve being fit. But but their advice is not always good because their advice is coming from their own lived experiences, right? And then, so the next thing would be yourself. What do you need? You want to do cardio? Okay, well, if you need to do cardio and you hate doing cardio, what's something you do like to do that would similarly have that sort of workout happen? And then do that. And then I'd frame like any life advice things through those 3-step frameworks. I think it would be good.
Yeah.
But I need to actually bother to sit down and do that. And that's probably when I move out with Will thing. Because the reason I don't do it is because I don't want to be whipping out my phone and vlogging in front of my family. You know?
Yeah.
That's a step too far. They could hear me yelling at my computer screen in my bedroom, but like, taking out my phone and recording myself in the open spaces does not sound fun. It took me a while. It took me like 1.5 years to get used to being able to yap in my room without feeling self-conscious. And I have the door closed. And they're usually in the basement. So, but yeah, I want to do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think it would be fun. Dude, I literally turn off YouTube videos when my parents walk in. I can't imagine streaming. Yeah. I mean, I'm always listening to stuff on, like, earbuds, so I don't worry that much about it. But I do pause the videos when my parents come in just in case they see something, which it's usually a Minecraft video, so they're not seeing anything at all. Anything that they understand. But, no, it took a lot, and it specifically took me going to university and streaming regularly in the dorms and being more determined not to break my stream schedule than to, be embarrassed. So, like, the first year I tried streaming, it was, like, once a month at night,
I gotta go.
just hiding in my room, and then I went to the dorms. And then I started streaming, like, once a week, and then that summer when I came back, I didn't stream at all. Like, I streamed maybe once, maybe twice. And that's actually when I met, Raxical, which is kind of funny. And then I'm slowly collecting enough honeycomb for Teddy. Thank you! I like how I can just be like, does anyone have something? And then you guys just go to work. You don't need to do that for me, but thank you very, very much. I've been so lazy on that front. I haven't even looked into honeycomb yet. I was like, I need this. Anyways, but yeah, it took me a while to get confident in my streaming. But yeah, when I was in second year university, I was like, this is a thing I want, and I'm gonna do it. And if my family doesn't understand it, that's fine. Like, they just need to know not to come in my room when I'm streaming. So I tell them, this is what I'm doing. Don't come in my room in this time. And then we just do. And then sometimes I come down for dinner and they go, we heard you laughing. Who were you talking to? And I'm like, I'm gonna list a bunch of words that you think are not names and be confused, but that's fine. I should probably give the honeycomb I have to Teddy before I leave for the week. I happen to spawn bees, so I figured no harm. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't have any bees near my base, so that's mostly why I didn't bother doing it. Oh gee, I hate when they do that. Why are you smiling? Well, it's actually really funny because, they know when I'm being a menace in the Discord server, because apparently I get a very specific look on my face. I'm just like... And they can tell the difference between me, like, smiling at a video versus, like, me, like, being conniving in, like, Discord. And yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, it's interesting. Oh, why do I keep hitting this button? I sent you codes to my honeycomb farm. Over Discord? Is it over Discord? Discord broke on my computer again. I get it back for maybe 24 hours and then it breaks. It's great. I don't see it on my phone, but I'm gonna look at that stuff later. But yeah. Those are my many, many plans. I think I covered them all. The cat is screaming outside my door. That's fine. It's kind of funny. Schlumpin and Sunny came on like briefly, each said like one sentence and then left. But yeah, I think that's all. I think we're gonna end. I was gonna say a little early, but we have been doing like 2 hours lately. Let me get the honeycomb. Okay. But yeah, as you can tell, probably even by the sound of my voice, I'm feeling a little crunchy right now. I just realized why my neck looks wrong. I'm not wearing my choker. Normally, if I have I'm not wearing a turtleneck, I'm wearing that choker. That makes sense. I've been looking all stream like, is my posture really that much better having the screen here instead? That's wild. Um, Interesting. I guess I should see if there's somebody to raid, shouldn't I? I can do that much more easily now because now I can see chat and my phone without tabbing out of the Minecraft. The Minecraft. I really want my hair to fix itself. My bangs are being weird. Hey, Quackity is live. Oh right, QSMP's started. How exciting. All of my very, very famous streamers I follow are live, but none of my mutuals. So we're gonna leave it at that and not raid anybody. Wrigley, don't worry, I'll stay on the. Oh, you are right here. Never mind. I was about to say I was gonna say on the server until you gave those to me, but thank you. Thank you very, very much. That'll be it for stream today. Have a good morning, noon, evening, whatever time it is for you guys. I can only do a hand heart. Love you all, and goodbye!